Low, 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 everybody. I don't know why my stream deck's not working, but it is what it is. Let me lower down my music real quick. What's good, everybody? Welcome to today's stream where, honestly, I wasn't even planning on streaming today. I was just chilling, barb chaining. But yeah, apparently, I don't know, I was in Ploto Goblin chat and Alex wanted to stream, so there you go. But yeah, what is up? Let's say hello to everybody. Black Panther, Amish Hen, Death, Wackiest Gaming, Microraptor, Only Farmer. Oh, you changed your name, Celine? Prospect, Jose, what's good? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so today I just thought I would go over what's been happening since I don't even remember when I last streamed. It's been a little bit. Let me check. I last streamed. Let me see the situation. I think it was right before. Yeah. So what happened after I streamed was we were holding this area over here. If you remember, we had a whole line of forts. I fell asleep, and then they actually fort dropped in between our AC allies. And what ended up happening was our AC allies apparently were also the king was asleep, so they couldn't delete territory to let us flag over, and they got the free fort drop. And ever since then, it's been I mean, the zone is practically over at that point. 1v2 Imperiums, and then they're behind our fort line as well. So we took we did a we did an evacuation order out of this zone because the trades were just so negative 1v2. And yeah, we are now one zone to one zone, two passes to two passes, going into KL at 2v2 because because we lost this zone, our AC allies cannot go to Orleans or Kingsland anymore. But because they lost their zone as well, these top allies over here cannot go to KL as well. So that is the rundown for the map situation. It's kind of confusing, but that's just how the map is. There's two camps that could go into both zones, and both of them are Imperium. So for us, we could have went to this zone or this zone, and then for them, 1671 initially went to this zone, but then 1429 beat them. So then they eventually went into our zone with 2755 to secure that they would have two passes, which was the smart thing to do. But yeah, ever since then, we've been... I mean, I got some pretty nasty reports when we were trying to defend. I don't know if I saved any of them. Okay, that was not nasty. I don't know why this is saved. Like it's been pretty nasty trying to, like the kills I was getting a couple. Oh, this is an interesting report. The kills that we were getting a couple like a couple days ago. It was off stream because it was like literally like 2 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, we are now just resting and recovering, making sure that everyone has enough resources, that everyone has enough troops to go into Kingsland. And I think we should be decent. We're all in Imperium still, so I guess that means, you know, we still have a decent amount of people that are high power. To illustrate that, we could go into the Alliance power rankings where SV is actually still at 13.1 bill power, which is kind of surprising seeing as we're getting double rallied by two kingdoms. I don't know if that means like we got a bunch of people that don't want to kill their troops, or that means that we're just really good at I guess preserving for KL. We'll see. Yep, full-time farmer. Now said only farmer. Yeah, let's go. You're in a pre-KVK as well, right? I think I saw the post that you did earlier, the pre-KVK rankings. Something clean, what's good? Electro King. KL on Wednesday. Yeah, Kingsland is going to be on Wednesday at 16:30 UTC. I'll definitely be streaming that. I did not take the day off work though. We'll see how it will work. We'll figure it out. I'll be working at home, so it'll work out. Maybe I won't be talking as much. What are my third auxiliary skills? I'm actually going to be streaming about that tomorrow because I'll have Nikki, which is our king and war lead guy, to pick my auxiliary skills, because I have not picked my my fourth skills yet, or my third auxiliary skill, which is the fourth skill of any commander, which is, you know, crazy. Chaining with Gwan Skippy go Burr. Bro, I don't know how you chain with that cone AoE, but, you know, all power to you, man. But yeah, I guess we could go through even more of the alliance rankings, and I guess I also want to see I also want to see kind of like the members and all that kind of stuff, how everybody's doing, because it looks like 1429 is really fresh. For a recap, their zone lasted for like a day and a half, I think, to 2 days. They had a really strong fort line going on over here, but then what happened was during their downtime, the opponent's downtime, they just fort dropped. It's pretty similar to what the opponents did to us. They fort dropped into their A seed. Their A seed literally didn't even respond. Like, they got a free fort, and then from there it was just free burning from behind the whole time. So they did really well here. To the point where they actually, I believe, took over all of these they took over all of these Hurons and such. So they were able to fully take over Normandy. I mean, they still have some flag lines over here, but it's not really going to be too consequential. In our area, our zone lasted, I think, like 4 days, maybe 4, 5, if you're being generous. We were going back and forth against 2755. It was actually a really good stalemate with them. They're really strong KD for sure. But then when 1671 came down and started bullying our A-seed allies, it was kind of tough, especially in this SV fort. Man, taking double rallies from 2 different KDs, it kind of hits different, you know what I mean? And I think they even set up a triple rally, so it just we just had to back off out of there. And then I believe they took 1 Huron so far. They just started invading the zone yesterday, I think, or 2 days ago. And then I believe our allies still have this one. And I think they're actually fighting right now, if I remember correctly. I saw some open field marches around here. Yeah, they have a couple open field marches. This is healing. They got King over here, so I'm guessing they're still trying to hold on to this pass. I mean, our allies are practically fighting for their life right now, because they're going to be locked if they don't, control this zone. They freely gave up the other one, Nevers. So but yeah, like 1429 is going to be pretty fresh. I think 1671 is going to be a bit fresh. I don't think they're going to be as fresh as 1429, because we did, I mean, the trades we did against them were pretty nasty, although their rallies are actually really strong. 2755, I think, are similar to us. And then yeah, we'll have to see. This is the rest of the rankings. So 1429, 2268, 2755, 1429. I'm not too sure if 1671 probably have a bunch of people spread over like different alliances and such, because I think they're trying to, like DDFM, they have some people in here, which is a farm alliance, because they're trying to invade our zone, so that's why their alliances aren't up there. We could check alliance kills. 1429, 2268, 1429, 2755. We actually gained a lot of KP so far, which is pretty wild. I think we started off at like 400 bill, so I mean, extra alliance slots helps a lot as well, but I mean, hey, we'll take it. Peacemaker himself got like 5 bill by himself, so and then we could continue going through all the way down to 17 alliances have over 100 bill KP. Individual power, Peacemaker's not first anymore, obviously. He was like literally swarming every single flag, even if it was like a bad trade. But yeah, he's still at 300 mil, so still got a lot in the tank for KL. Their whales also have a lot of power, but they dropped a ton, and we'll check the actual counting stats per individual on the website after this. And then this is the KP. If I think P started at 26 or 25, and now he's at 31.8, so I think he's at least gonna catch second, depending how long the KL fight is, right? Like if it goes until like he might be able to catch first, which is crazy. Which is pretty crazy. About to head into LK Resource Brook still. I mean, honestly, if you check my tokens and stuff, this is also what I was going to do as well. Give you guys a little bit of a rundown with my speed ups and tokens. I'm out of food. Like, I'm literally out of food. People were scouting me from 2755, and then they're giving me emojis. I think it's because I had like 40k food at the time or something. I was being like a little pest, not gonna lie. When you're versing two Imperiums and they just got open field advantage, you just have to cheeseburger as much as possible, and that's what I was doing. I was getting the most cheekiest, like cringiest kills, but it is what it is. This is what my resources are looking like right now. So as you can tell, I used up almost all of my food. What is this in terms of, if I add 0, it's like not even a bill food over here. It's 93 million food, I think, if I did my math correctly. So we are super low. All the other resources are good. Shout out to Peace as well. He gave me, like, I was literally at, after I started farming and stuff, I was at like 20 mil food. He gave me like 1.5 bill food for free. So shout out to him. I still got 12 advanced army expansions. I probably could work on that. So that's probably the time where I'd be looking for them in the mysterious merchant. Actually, I didn't even buy them during More Than Gems. I bought VIP for some reason. It is what it is. I don't know. It's because I was doing this alliance mobilization thing, and then it's like do gems, spend gems, so I just spent it in VIP. By the way, VIP, we are nowhere close. I mean, 900, we're halfway, right? We're like 900k away from VIP 18. I'll probably get it by the end of this year, maybe, if lucky. And yeah, I don't know, is there anything else to look at? I think that's pretty much it. I have a bunch of cars that I gotta do later. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the rundown of my personal account. Let me just start up a chain real quick. We lost the zone, Dead Legend, yeah. I went over earlier, but it was essentially a 1v2 Imperium fight, so now the thing is though, they had to win that zone or else the KL would have been over. Because we would have 3 passes to 1. So the fact that they won this will make Orleans really, really interesting, because now it's going to be an even fight. 2v2 passes. It looks like 2755 is going to be in this pass, and then 1671 is going to be in that pass. It's going to be an actual like 1v1 situation over here. But yeah, it'll be super interesting. I think we still got a lot in the tank. I personally have a lot of speed ups still. The resources is going to be the biggest problem, but I still have like 3 million level 1 resource packs. I still have like a bunch of pick ones, so I think actually these pick ones themselves are actually gonna, like, if I put that all into food, I'll probably have a couple bill, so I think I'll be okay. I'm not a gamer, don't want a PC. What is the bare minimum budget to get an okay PC to play games like League of Legends and Warzone? I mean, League of Legends and Warzone are 2 very different specs, you know what I mean? Warzone is probably gonna be more of an expensive PC. League of Legends, you could literally run it on a potato, so I'm not the best with PC specs, but I'm sure someone in the chat could help you out and give you a budget. I'm curious how many days of speed ups Peacemaker you used so far for 5 bill KP. That's a good question. I'm pretty sure he's just been gemming his hospital. I'm not exactly too sure. But yeah, literally any chance there is to fight, he's been fighting. I think he's actually, it's like this is literally the 2nd zone we've ever lost as a kingdom. We're not really used to losing. So yeah, I feel like it's putting us in a really interesting situation where we're just always, like, not to brag, but like the one zone we've lost out before this was when we were in A seed against 1664 and 1802. There's also a 1v2 situation, so yeah, we're kind of like twiddling our thumbs right now, just waiting for KL. And I think Peacemaker really wants that KL to happen. Yoda's account, 150 bill food in the bag. I mean, Justin's crazy, so he literally, if you check recent donations, Justin's literally up there with a hundo. No biggie. He just comes into the stream, drops 100, doesn't even talk, goes on his merry way. So shout out to Justin for sure. 2260 accepting resource sellers. I'm not really into that business at all, so I wouldn't know. I'm too broke to buy resources, so I got my 30 mil kills so far going into our KL. Should I keep rocking T4 or try T5? For KL, I would say Kingsland is probably one of those situations where you want to try to rock full T5. For me, I don't have the infantry, so I've literally been training up as much infantry as possible during the Bastion quest and such. But yeah, I think for Kingsland, at least for the first couple of hours, you want to go full T5, just because you want as much punching power as possible. Like, this is literally the do or die of your KVK. There's not really any, like, you don't really have any excuse to hold back, really. The only reason why I use T4.5 is, one, I don't have enough T5, and two, in situations where the fights don't really mean as much and it's more so just back and forth trading, or like, you know, like a really long sustained fight to keep my resources going on for longer. So but yeah, Gov search Yoda 808. Yeah, I've seen the videos. I think Chiss literally posted a video about him gemming or something like that, which is crazy. What is this? W chain. I mean, you're Richard YC died, but yeah, I guess it's W chain. Gov search Yoda 808. How do I gov search Yoda 808? Yeah, he gained like 200 mil KP. I mean, power, right? So it's gonna be his first actual fighting KVK. No, his first actual KVK with 1254. So I'm sure he's really excited. I mean, the whole reason he migrated there in the first place was to be in those high-profile KVKs, to show that he's not a farmer and that he could, you know, fight even in high stakes KVKs, I guess. So I'm sure he'll do really well. Yo, Peace just stays up for days on end just fighting. Literally, Peacemaker, he was on call and you could hear the roosters crowing in the background. So he was literally up at like 7 a.m. for sure. Justin resource tokens made me so sad, lol. I mean, you also have to keep in mind, he's like spent millions of dollars, $1 million plus on ROK, right? So if there's anyone that I guess like deserves those tokens, it'd be someone that spends $1 million plus. Should I go all out in pass 7 or save it for KL? For HA, I think pass 7 is pretty much useless. Pass 7, like, unless you're really overwhelming or your opponent really overwhelms you, pass 7 is practically just like a rally and garrison check. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's very hard to push through a pass 7 because your opponent should have everything flagged up, so you can't do any fort drops, and you and your opponent should have a bunch of forts around the pass, so that it'll be like really tedious to push past. So within those 2-3 days, I don't know how long pass 7s are before Kingsland, I don't think it's worth going all out for that. Which auxiliary skills do I recommend for Attila? Not really the auxiliary skill guy, but probably a bunch of like if you're gonna pick like one commander, Attila, I guess you could pick like all the skill damage reduction ones, like, you know, Julius Caesar second, and then Saladin third, and then I don't know what you pick for your fourth, but like just making it as tanky. And I guess, oh, you know what, there's like a bunch of like Richard is really good for the counterattack damage. Like damage taken reduction. Like damage for taken reduction, counterattack damage taken. Oh my gosh, that'd be so good for Attila. Holy. Yeah, Richard's really, really good. I forgot about Richard. Definitely go Richard over Julius Caesar. How many kills do I got so far? I started at 4.3 bill and now I'm at 5.3, so roughly I've gained around 1 bill KP. I'm hoping to reach 6 bill KP by the end of things. Not too sure how long the KL fight will last though. And the biggest problem with the KL fight is I actually have in-person work on Friday, so I don't know how. I mean, I'll probably be home like, oh no, you know what, it's not even in-person work, I have a wedding to go to on Friday. So I'll have Thursday, I'll have Wednesday, I'll have Thursday, and then I got a wedding to go to on Friday, and we'll see if in those 2 days I could get 100 mil. I mean, not one, like 700 mil. Charles Fourth would work, yeah. Which would be extra counterattack damage. So I guess Charles Fourth is actually kind of BIS in that situation. That's a good point. A training report is supposed to be secret because it's too good. Yeah, Quizja's Charles Fourth would be really good for Attila to get. Just imagine you'd literally be trading so positive on that. Oh man. How's my tech so far? That's also something I was gonna go over. This is my and by the way, this is a stream because I kind of apologize that during fighting I literally can't read chat most of the time because I'm literally just trying to, especially when you're losing, you really have to start focusing more so that you don't get like trolled on the trades. But yeah, this is where I'm at right now. I'm currently working on improved projectiles to get everything to 10 so that I could start getting Call of Arms to 10, improve morale to 10. And hopefully, you know, we could get up to expanded formation and surprise strike. I don't know if, because honestly, I've been slacking on chaining this KVK. I haven't really been doing all of my, I've been doing most of my Bastion quests, but I haven't really been doing all of my crystal quests. Like I haven't, okay, I haven't been building. Don't tell my kingdom that. I haven't been, doing a fort a day, for example, or defeating a Kahara a day, for example, and those two things stack up when you do them daily. Like I think you could probably be at around level 35 right now, if you were like super active. But yeah, it's been super busy for me IRL, and plus Call of Dragon stuff, so I haven't really been as active in Rock, but we're gonna try our best for sure. And then I'll probably have to gem out some levels of that once it becomes gemmable, so that's probably going to be the plan. Honor rankings, please. I have not pushed honor at all. I don't even think I have my minutes for... I really should start going to ancient runes and stuff. I haven't been doing any honor stuff at all personally, but this is honor rankings. I think it's pretty achievable if anyone's actually trying to go top 20. I think these scores aren't too bad. So yeah, that is the honor rankings. It sucks that my streak of 3 top 20s in a row is over, but I mean, if there's any KVK to have it over in, it'd probably be this one. The amount of fighting that we've been doing, it was really refreshing, because one of the things that I would see is that there'd be people like, we'd be like holding forts and all that kind of stuff, and then people would be pinging all the people at altar. Like you'd have a bigger murder ball at altar than this is not just our kingdom, by the way, it's like all the kingdoms. They'd see a bigger murder ball at altars than you'd see in the open field, and then that's just always, you know, like priorities are kind of wrong. What are my main 5 marches? When my main 5 marches, I only run 4 now because I don't have enough infantry to actually fill a march. But these are my marches that I started off the KVK running. Hopefully it'll work. How many crystals is that? I don't know. Is there a achievement for that? Achievements, crystal achievements. 91 mil crystals so far. When's KL? KL for us will be on Wednesday, 16:30 UTC. So yeah, be there, be square, I guess. 27:55's performance so far. They have a lot of activity. They have a lot of players. They have a lot of young whales too. And they're doing good. They're doing good. I mean, we were stalemating with them. I'd honestly say that like we're stalemating with them. I guess one of the biggest things for their KD is they just need their accounts to grow, their native accounts. This is their first SOC overall, right? So they need to get better commanders and all that kind of stuff. Like eventually you'll see the, you know, the epic commanders start going away on the field, because they would have a couple epic commanders, and then honestly it would kind of bait us, not gonna lie. Like we'd see a Sun Tzu just start diving for it, and then like there's 7 March whales would start like wailing on me. So but yeah, like they got young accounts, but they're doing well. They're doing well. Why is your alliance split up? I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Tim. What do you mean by split up? But yeah, feel free to ask any questions. This is going to be the time, because once I stream, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow as well. And that'll be also another question time. I'm going to be with a guest though. And then we're going to be going over my auxiliary skills and gear and all that kind of stuff. Like, you're in the map, you're not all in one clump. Because, well, there's some people that TP'd over for here. We had some people TP over for here. Like, there hasn't been any fighting ever since we evacuated, so there's not really any, like, reason to clump up, if that makes sense. Coalition? Yeah, we could check out the coalition. Coalition. So we got our top three alliances: SV, TP, and AM. FV I think is a support alliance, and then NS is a farm alliance. So there you go. Luckily enough, I guess we could check out, because one thing I also wanted to display was kind of like our emphasis, because we were on the defensive for most of the KVK. So on my main, I have a couple deads. I'm not dead weight on my main. Like, I've definitely killed some troops. A 1.9 mil, a lot of it being T5 infantry. It's been painful. But you know, it is what it is. But if you go onto my farm accounts, the amount of deads I've gotten on those are actually like more than I usually get. And I think that's because we pivoted a lot into filling with farm accounts, especially after watching that 1960, 1365, 1093 KVK, and how important it is to increase the longevity of the open field, of how long your main accounts could open field. If you don't have any troops, you can't open field. So I think a lot of us, especially like the people that buy Mountain Warfares and all that kind of stuff, even though I am 75 mil, like, I think we're just waiting for that KL opportunity to start swarming the fuck out of things. And hopefully, you know, like, we'll have allies there as well. 1429 is no joke. And hopefully, you know, we'll have some semblance of open field compared to what we've been going through. So 1.9 mil deads there. On my farm account here, I have 2.1, mostly infantry, as you know, you can see. On my other farm account, this one's the one I use the least actually, because, you know, I only play on my PC and then my phone, so I can only run 2 farms, if that makes sense, or like be on 2 instances. So I got 2.1 on that one. I got 1.9, so then that would be like what, 4 mil deads. This is only 400k, so that's 4.4. Oh wait, I gotta train up. Make sure to train troops on your farms. Very, very important. And the people are asking me why I wasn't using tokens on my farms. It's because it's like, you gotta heal. Even though you get a bunch of deads from filling, you also get a bunch of sevs, and you gotta heal those sevs somehow. So we're at 4.4, and then this is actually the farm that I believe Redline called me when I was filling with this farm on stream, and I literally like zeroed that farm in the first day of KVK. It's pretty crazy, because if you check the amount of kills this farm has from this KVK, let's check the path to greatness real quick. I believe it has like 5.4 million kills. This farm has 5.4 million kills from filling. So like, I think almost all of this KP came from this KVK. Honestly, like, look how much. It's been pretty nasty, man. It's been pretty nasty. And then on this account, this is what I screenshotted first day, was 3.3 million deads. Pretty much all my troops. I haven't been able to barb on this account, so like my AP has been full. It's been kind of sad, but it is what it is. This is the troop count on this farm, but yeah, it was definitely content rage problems. It was definitely content. Dead goal. I don't know what my dead goal is for this KVK in terms of kingdom. I actually don't even check that anymore. I don't know, because I just expect that I'll surpass it. Our kingdom is actually really understanding when it comes to goals and such. Even though it's an Imperium kingdom, like it's like honestly, like goals shouldn't be the reason why you contribute. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Open all silver keys. Well, I don't have any reason to right now. Any nasty reports? I have a couple, but they definitely have some nasty reports on us too. How many people are above 10 bill KP this KVK? Let me check the rankings real quick. Why did we evacuate? I mean, I explained this earlier. There's a 1v2 against Imperium, so at the end of the day, our trades just started getting too negative to where they were draining us more than we were draining them. And it just wasn't worth holding that zone anymore because okay, my game's frozen. Hello? Okay. It just wasn't worth holding that zone anymore because the only thing that well, after they dropped the fort behind us, they got instant access to the pass that we were trying to defend. And then that was the whole thing that we were trying to like fight for. There's like no reason to take negative trades for an objective that we couldn't even hold. So that's the rationale. Let me go check real quick how many people are above 100 milli. Oops, that's my troops. Oops. Individual kills. We have... Oops. Okay. I don't know why. Whenever I scroll through lists in Rise of Kingdoms, it's just so laggy. Like, my game's literally frozen right now. Okay, there you go. Oops, still frozen. We have 41 people above 100 bill kills, so... Farm has higher contribution than some people. Yeah, man, that's the fun thing about farm accounts, though, is just like, you know, like these are troops that are practically just like throwaway troops, and then they have such high impact. So it's really fun to fill with them for sure. Do that, do that, do that, do that. When this event first started coming out, I'd do it like twice a day, actually 4 times a day, and then I started doing it twice a day. Now I just do all 8 at once. I can't bother with it, honestly. KRX, the mini bear, what's good? How many people are above 100 mil power this KVK? I don't even want to scroll down that far. There's a lot though. Looking forward for Kingsland, love to play with you. Nice, what kingdom are you from, KRX, the mini bear? Go, click, 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 click. By the way, if you're new to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe, like the stream. Yo, that's how you know haven't been streaming that much. I've been plugging away. We need 10 more subs. 10 more subs till 4K, which is the KVK goal. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you can get us there. I mean, by the stream would be great, but by the end of KVK would be, you know, amazing as well. Rallying point, Constantinople. Sorry, I'm just doing my daily stuff. I didn't even know it was reset. Books of the Covenant is to upgrade the castle. This is Baron. Stratosphere, it is warm above and cold below. What is an economic building? An economic building is Alliance Center. This is self-actualization. This is rubber. This is Charlemagne. Human mythology, provide path to salvation. Okay, nice. I actually missed finals. I missed finals because I overslept. Cause hey man, if you're in 1671 and 2755, can you guys stop fort dropping at like 4 AM Eastern Standard Time, please? Like, bruh, I need some sleep. Yeah, but literally, like after that fort drop, I passed out, woke up, and I missed finals. So it is what it is. They know our downtime really well, and they play around it. Oop, trash. Oh wait, let me go. I'm doing barbarians, so might as well pick up some quests. I think I should just finish off Ramses first. What happened to the Call of Dragons past fight? I think we lost. I was busy with Rise of Kingdoms. I was carrying, BDO on my back, and then, they couldn't do it without. No, I'm joking. They like Sean and DNS are crazy Kraken. So, shout out to them. They beat us fair and square. It's gonna be an interesting fight for the dragon. Although I do think there are already discussions about they're already like the thing about Call of Dragons is such a new game where if there's no Diplo in between the two sides, you could literally just wipe out one side altogether, which happens in a lot of servers. But I think both groups definitely want each group to survive, or else there's no one to fight long term. So yeah, I think there's some Diplo going on or something. I'm not exactly sure. Once the Rise of Kingdom stuff is all over, I'll definitely be, because people have been asking me. Surprisingly, I didn't know people like my Call of Dragons stuff. But someone was like, hey, keep the Call of Dragons content going, so I'll definitely do that. Ever pass final? I pass finals pretty frequently. It gives 2.4k gems, which as a low spender is a lot of gemmies, right? So definitely, it's worth doing if you have the time. And Fleisch Discord is a lifesaver for finals, not gonna lie. I've passed a lot of finals because of Fleisch, so shout out to him as well. I don't know if they did it last time, but I mean, I don't think they've ever not done it, so. Yeah, we were free burning their flags, and then I think what happened was our T5s ran out of troops while their T5s just trained more. And the thing about that game is T5 is just so important. I mean, similar to this game, right? If you fight T4 without any tech versus T5 players, you rely on T5 players to really anchor things down. So when your T5s run out of tech or troops, it's just what can you really do? It's it takes 10 players to stop one player's 5 march, you know what I mean? So yeah, is AFK. Donate to Ploto so you can max buy Man Warfare for KLTY. Yeah, is that Phil? I remember that profile pic. I failed the pass final at question 19. Oh, that's the worst. Oh man, I remember I did that before as well. It feels really, really bad. Comes to the finals, Flash is really useful for a final question. That's how you get a whole lot of gems. You're not low spend for VIP 17 with that account age. The thing is, I used to be VIP. I used to be really low spend. I could actually go back down. I'm low spend enough where I actually save every Mountain Warfare that I purchase, or every gold chest that I purchase. So if I go back down to the bottom over here, the first max purchase I've ever done was 2021 Christmas Eve, for the first ever draw bundle. So that was the first gold chest I ever purchased. Ever since then, it's been more so for content. Ever since I started YouTubing, I've been, because the thing is, Rise of Kingdoms during off season, boring as hell. So what you gotta do is you just gotta do events, and that takes gems and all that kind of stuff. It's more so, I see it more so as an investment into my content, into the streams more so than into the game itself. But yeah, I mean, the whole Ploto budget, shout out again to Justin and Leo that came in and dropped 50 gifted. I'm now net neutral with my income from YouTube and my spending in Rise of Kingdoms. So how will or how not will I am really depends on this financial support people give. So I think that's the fun part about the channel. It's just I could either go free to play, or I could go pay to win, depending on the income that comes through. His account on Peace 1.5, bruh. I mean, hey, apparently, like, I was at a 12 inches stream. I don't know if you guys know who 12 is. He's like the free to play god or whatever. Really nice guy. And there's apparently something where people could buy bundles for people, and someone bought a bundle for him, so he lost his Minamoto, like, which is literally his branding. And there you go, Justin. What's up, man? The whale himself, Mr. First Place. I think you're first place in pre-KVK. What's up, man? Thank you so much for the 50. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, that's gonna go towards the Mountain Warfare for sure. So, hopefully, you know, as a pre-game show to your KVK and your Siege of Orleans KVK, you guys could spectate ours. And I guess like Rez has actually been asking us questions about there's actually been a lot of people asking questions about, you know, best in slot for Orleans, the Orleans timeline, etc. So it's pretty interesting being the actual pioneers of a new KVK, because this is we're the first cycle of the KVK. And to be honest, as a pioneer KVK, it's been a really smooth experience so far. So, but yeah, Justin, shout out again. If you need anything, feel free to let me know. Any auxiliary skills or whatever, I could send you the graphics that our kingdom has been making for our members and such. So I mean, that's what our kingdom already gave to 1254. So I mean, if they lose, I guess, you know, they lost because of us, or if they win, they won because of us. Actually, no, if they lose, they lost because of Rez. If they win, they won because they got our knowledge. So yeah, Justin's literally the GOAT, man. I swear, like, half the channel is funded by Justin, literally. So yeah, he's like so kind. You definitely have to study. I mean, it's not that different. The only thing is these auxiliary skills, and these auxiliary skills are practically like Bastion skills, but you could pick whatever skill you want. So there's definitely a lot of different combos, a lot of hidden unique like goodies that you could put together. For example, I think I saw somewhere where Tamaris, if you put her 4th skill on somewhere, like, you literally just get infinite poison stacks that never go away. I don't know if that's true or not, but we'll definitely be testing that tomorrow. Justin definitely does not want me to buy Call of the Ancients, man. Oh, that's funny. Honestly, you forgot. You say you forgot how to fight. I thought the exact same thing, because I've been playing Call of Dragons, so like I thought I forgot how to fight on Rise of Kingdoms, but after the first like 2 murder balls, I'm like, yeah, I exactly remember it. It's like muscle memory, you know what I mean? Like riding a bike or whatever. I think you have a few troops to train with Justin. Justin literally has infinite troops, so that KVK is gonna be super hype. I heard of the drama. I saw a Chisco video about like Russ saying, you know, fuck this Diplo, we're gonna do this and that. Do you agree? Yes. So I wonder what's gonna come out. I wonder if 1365 is gonna respond and, you know, win the KVK, because I think they're still like really strong, but I don't know. People like keep trash talking 1945 or whatever, saying that they're in no near the echelon of the other KDs, so other camps. So we'll have to see. As many deads as it takes. That's what you like to hear, man. That's what you like to hear. Justin gonna be down to 75 mil power like Pleb Ploto. No, I'm playing. That's crazy that Justin trained like 3 times my power in pre-KVK. It's, you know, it's putting that into perspective, and that's all troop power. Like in terms of my troop power, he's trained holy crap, that's like 8x my troop power in a pre-KVK. So 1945, no shape to fight in the current KVK. Their whales are now, and leaders are mostly in 35 OG. Yeah, I heard they migrated over, so I was surprised that they're still Imperium, you know what I mean? I heard that most of them went to like 1365 had a huge migration of 1945, so I thought 1945 was kind of like Dunzo, but I guess they're still Imperium. So if it really went down, so I think it's impossible. Like, how do you even kill that many troops in a KVK? But if he did that, that'd be like the most legendary power drop of all time. And then all of a sudden, like after KVK starts, boop, he's back up to like 900 mil power. Man is a type of guy to get his equipment from his blob marches. Maybe even gathering marches. Good luck killing them 56 mil archers, Justin. That is a lot of archers. What I've learned, maybe I should have told you guys before you start training. Man, infantry is so like, I mean, maybe by the time your KVK happens, maybe Kingsland, the new archer commanders will be out, and then from there, like, the archer garrison will be crazy, and then you can kill your archers then. But in the current state of things, the amount of infantry I've killed on all of my accounts have been insane. Are you not max tech? I'm talking about research building out of KVK. I'm not max tech as of yet, no. I have only bought Mountain Warfare so far. Sadly. I know some people are like really up there, but you have to buy Conqueror's Wills every day, and those like stack up, you know what I mean? So I haven't been buying Conqueror's Wills, but I've been buying the Mountain Warfares, and I'm at 91 mil crystal spent so far. But yeah, tomorrow reset will be the stream for the Bastion skills or the auxiliary skills and all that. And I'll also be maxing, whether we hit this budget or not, I'll be maxing the Mountain Warfare, and then we'll just go negative for a little bit. That's true. You could zero himself and be almost at 1 billion power. Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? Am I crazy, or those barbarians in KVK look different? Yeah, they're Englishmen. They're English soldiers, so... And Siege of Orleans, since we're protecting Orleans against the French, I mean against the English, I guess we're killing them as barbarians, so... Maybe if we did a 1v all, I could zero myself. Ah, man. If you guys did a 1v all, that'd be kind of crazy. I don't think that'll ever happen, though. Will Justin gain 10 vil KP in this KVK? Who knows? For me, I think it will really depend if 1846... I mean, I guess now they probably won't fight... If I had to guess, 1846 with that map positioning won't fight 1254, and they will opt into fighting the other camp. I forgot the one below, like the double camp one. That's gonna be the smartest plan. So that means 1254 won't have any fights until zone 6. Oh, the other building. I didn't max my siege tech because I didn't want to... There's no point to max siege tech. Just because, like, you know, extra attack on my siege won't do anything for me. It just gives extra power, which gives extra matchmaking and more Imperium burden. So I just I didn't max my siege. Yeah, I got Tommy's 4th skill to level 5. I'm gonna be doing my auxiliaries tomorrow though. But yeah, I don't know who to put it on yet. But yeah, that's gonna be a crazy auxiliary skill. Justin definitely buys the gem bundles. There's no way, right? I mean, he might just max the store every day. I don't know. I know Peace buys the gem bundles, so. Let's continue chaining. By the way, I completely forgot about my Bastion quests. Let me go continue doing those. I've been chaining barbs without doing Bastion quests. Yuck. Kind of cringe. I could probably finish my Charles Martel one. I have so many, like, these are actually all solid Bastion quests, honestly. They're all like do barbs and then collect runes. So we'll take that. I think I want to gather food because that's the thing I have the least of. So let's do that. Yeah, they'll have to wait for 1365 before they fight 1254. Yeah, I want to see Peacemaker versus Justin fight. I mean, we could have had that if the thing is 1254. People don't know, but 1254 tried to get into this matchmaking. This whole matchmaking was made around 1254, and then there being like some 2v4 situation where they would ally one of us and then fight four of us, but then they just didn't get a match found. I don't know. Lilith hated them. But hey, I mean, this KVK is still hyped too. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of hype around it. Hopefully it'll revitalize 1254. That chain sucked. Because I know they've been getting some demoralized issues over there or whatever because the game's been screwing them. So... I mostly get a few of the regular bundles daily. Living Legend, War Machine, and Geared Up, and Coda, and Home KD, Drink KVK. You buy the other ones. Okay. Damn. So you only max a couple. You only max a couple. Not all of them. Just a handful. Just, you know, a little smidge. What are the best auxiliary skills for Flav Heraclius Garrison? I mean, by the time this KVK is over, I could definitely spill all the secrets. I actually don't know myself, and I don't think my leadership will want me to say right now. They're really hush-hush about Garrison. I mean, they could see the reports and all that kind of stuff, but the fourth skill just unlocked, so I don't think they want us to say. They're already mad at me for not streaming with a delay. I don't want any other reason for my kingdom to be mad at me. Hey, what's up, Wonder? Pretty sure 1254 got a match. Yeah, they definitely got a match found now. They're versing 1365 and 1846, so... Damn, Justin's at that point where he doesn't need more. He just doesn't spend as much because he's at the pinnacle of the rock world. Arms and museum coins. The Siege of Orleans have a lot of fighting. It does. I'd say, yeah, I mean, I could confidently say that it has more fighting than, what do you call it? Has more opportunities to fight and reasons to fight compared to Strife of the 8. The reason being is because, like, a lot of these KDs, unless you have like some situation where, like there's a free zone or whatever. But a lot of these situations, like, you know, that you could fight into up or down, but then you have to like fight into the zone 6. The zone 6, how big it is, and like the fact that there's only 2 zone 6s that lead into KL, that for most Diplo situations, that means that you'll have to be fighting some form of zone 6 battle so that you could go to KL. And then in this situation, like 2 kingdoms literally got locked because we lost, you know, or 4 kingdoms got locked because they lost their respective zone 6 battles. So it's just like there's more at stake to begin with, if that makes sense. And I actually like it because the 2 zone 6s versus 6 kingdoms, there's 4 different camps to go into each zone, so that makes it a lot more fair compared to in Strife of the 8 in zone 6. What you'll see is that a lot of the zone 6s are pretty lopsided because it's always a 1v2 scenario. There's only 3 camps that could go into each zone 6, the middle camp and the 2 side camps. So it's either a free zone or a 1v2, meaning that yeah, it's just always gonna be a tough scenario. Or is it there's just no fighting. So most of what you'll see is most of the KVKs they'll and Strife, they'll end up becoming one of those what do you call it, past 6 strifes, where like you win the zone 6s, whatever, then you try to go into past 6, try to go around. With this, there isn't really that scenario, like this past 7, I guess, but we're gonna have Kingsland by then, so it doesn't really matter too much. I feel like this KVK is a lot faster of a pace than Strife. And also, like, auxiliary skills are fun. You just feel like your marches are so strong. But with that being said, because you need to have those skills maxed on your personal account, it definitely benefits older KDs more than older KDs and accounts more than younger KDs and accounts. which I could say probably attributed to why we were able to I guess stalemate with 2755, even though they had open field for literally like 90% of the fight. Which is crazy. Honestly, I should probably make a video on that kind of stuff. It's been too busy and lazy to edit. I always say this, but if I ever become a full-time YouTuber, I'll definitely do more videos. But as it is, I'm a gamer. I don't really see myself as a YouTuber. I play games, and streams allow me to play games while making content, while editing, like, you're on Adobe Premiere Pro for like 6 hours without ever touching your games, and then I don't know, it's a bit diff, you know what I mean? Like, I was literally going to make a video to go over all the rankings and I guess all my farm accounts and stuff, but it's just like very like time consuming to edit, make a script, all that kind of stuff, when I could just literally be talking to you guys live. So what if Justin builds another 1 bill account like Mimi? Bruh. If you ever want to get away from Imp, you're welcome to join us, Justin. What's up, Sind? Tips for going into SOC for the first time? Just try not to do too much, I guess. Like, know your role. Really depends how much of a spender you are and how much gold heads you've saved. Like, you know, use those 2 to 3 marches that you want to use. Don't use any epic commanders, or else you're gonna get flamed on the open field. Like, and just have some fun, I guess. I don't know. That's all I could really say. Are you guys still in that 1v2 zone? No, we're not. We evacuated that zone. I'll give a recap again, just in case you're new to the stream. What happened was we had this whole flag line or fort line going here, and it was going pretty well. But what happened was our allies, our opponents, they fort dropped in the middle of our AC'd allies, and what ended up happening was the king was asleep. So they couldn't delete any flags, and they didn't have the open field or people online to rally a fort. So like, we couldn't burn through their flag because it'd take too long. So then they just ended up getting a free fort build. I was sleeping, so I don't know if that's really the truth, but that's what I've been told. So yeah, they definitely took advantage of our downtime, built a fort, and then ever since then that zone's been kind of pointless, because the whole point of that fort wall was so that we could try to delay them to get to this pass. But since they already built a fort, I think the fort was like around here or something. Since they already built a fort behind the fort line, there's no point of us just taking negative trades, trying to open up 2 fronts from behind and in front. So yeah, we had to evacuate that zone. It is what it is. I'd love another high-powered account, but between running my business and main account, there's not much time left there. Do you love our presence in the open field? I don't know what KD you're from. Did you say what KD you're from, Mini Bear? Are you from 2755? Honestly, like, new KDs, like, the open field presence is always really, really impressive. But you guys have a lot of old players as well, so you'd have, like, the numbers of, like, new players that want to, you know, experience SOC, whatever, try out their new commanders, but then you also had the old players that, you know, packed the punch, so it was pretty impressive for sure. Bro, I'm not eating any chips. I have real fruits bubble tea. It is mango shake with mango bits and tapioca. That's what I have right now. I don't have any chips. Secondary commander in my CC is Heraclius. Heraclius is a really, really good commander for chaining. Honestly, Heraclius is better than YSG for chaining. I said it here. The shield factor just makes your march survive so much longer. Recently came back from 2 years away from Evacuation. I might go back to KVK 2 to catch up. Probably not. Really depends if your KD is willing to take you back. The only thing is, going back to KVK 2, I'm not exactly too sure what you'll gain. On Honestly, my whole rationale, like whatever KD, like I would prefer not to go back to KVK 2 because you'll lose the amount of coins you get and rewards, etc., that you get for being an SOC. But honestly, like my whole rationale of what KD you migrate to really depends on the people you know. Like depends on if you know the leadership, if you know the people, if you want to play with them. That really dictates to me like where you should migrate to, if that makes sense. So it's kind of cheesy, but that's kind of the like my thought process. Let's go ahead and do the Julius Caesar one. Like if you're an SOC KD and they take you back, it's like, oh yeah, welcome back, 2 years, you could play again. Then like I definitely just stay there. But if not, then you might want to look into going to a different KD or even just restarting. I don't know. It depends what power your account is and how much you have in there. Because 2 years is a while. Bunny did train, yeah. Did you see my honor rank? Chain God, worship me? What is your honor rank? Peace me. Black Panther. Bro, where are you? Are you not an SV? He's not in top 20. I'm not gonna check past top 20, so I don't know what Panther's flexing about, honestly. I'm gonna troll you, man, but what are you talking about, brother? Speaking about personal experience, I wouldn't go back to KVK 2 again. There's way less time before to actually work on your account. Oh yeah, lower seed KDs would help a lot too, yeah. If you could find a good lower seed. The thing is, you have to find a good lower seed. You want to be on those trash ones that are barely active. You want to be on those ones that are really selective, that like, like Lambo's D seed's really good. I'm sure there are other ones as well. Like they're DC by choice and not by activity, if that makes sense. So we got the auxiliary commander expertise to order to equip the skill. Limpura, no, you don't need the expertise. What you need, auxiliary skills practically, they scale with your actual commander's level. So if I went to, for example, this is my Constantine. My Constantine's second skill is 5, so that's how it works out. So like if I were to pick a different commander, like I don't have, for example, I don't have Cyrus worked on, so then the skill would only be 1. What you might be thinking about though is there are, like, for example, if I go to my CPO, where is he? My CPO has the Charles Martel skill, and this is the second skill, but it's an expertise. Because if you check Charles Martel in, his expertise actually buffs his second skill. So that's why you might be thinking, oh, you might have to have him expertise. It's only if that skill that you're using, is buffed by the expertise, if that makes sense. But yeah. To equip, you just need to have the commander unlocked, but to have it usable, you probably want to have that skill maxed, if that makes sense. Yo, what's up, Toshido? Yeah, I'll definitely be uploading a video after this KVK just to overview the differences of Orleans versus whatever, or just to even talk about auxiliary skills, because it's pretty daunting, not gonna lie. But it's not as bad. Like you equip them once and then you're done. You know what I mean? Unless you're like a garrison leader or something, which sucks because you have to like swap them based on your garrison or whatever. But yeah, we're just doing Bastion quests. I got... Yeah, I really need Nikki to tell me what to put on for the fourth skills, because I have no clue. I'm literally a sheep, man. This is not my game type. This is not my game mode. I don't thrive in like choice. I just like, all right, you tell me to do this, but I'll do this. 8 mil power. That's pretty good for a low spender for sure. I've dropped 15 mil as like a medium spender, so we're, I guess it scales the same, right? KVK 2 is crazy 5 Imperium KVK. Nice. Hopefully it's a good fight for you, Kong. Bunch of whales migrating back into it for fun. I mean, not gonna lie, like migrating back would be an interesting proposition, because you know I've never had that experience of being that big whale that had all the commanders max, because I migrated back into KVK 2 when I went back to 2268, but I was literally like the same level as like medium spenders of like native medium spenders, because I was that low spender. Like I didn't have a max Alex, I didn't have like a Saladin or anything, so like I was trading like I didn't have T5, you know what I mean? So it'd be pretty interesting to have like, you know, max gear sets going into KVK, like a KVK 2, to see like how it is, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Toshido, pretty much. I mean, that's why I migrated to 2268, because I knew everyone here. So I think it'd be a pretty good video. I don't know if people would care, but kind of like the creation of 2268, where everyone came from. Because yeah, it's a pretty interesting story how a bunch of random people from 1846 just was like, all right, let's make our own KD, and then we made our own KD. So all 5 of us Imperium are fighting zone 5. Lost 1.1 mil T5. That's a lot, man. Speaking of maxing commanders, who do you plan on maxing, or just saving gold heads for now? Those new archer commanders are probably gonna be what I mean, we haven't seen anything official, but I mean, it's looking pretty nice. Like the leaks are looking pretty nice, so that's what I'm saving up for. The AoE like scale damage health one is looking like a YSG replacement for me, so I'll put Boudica and that new commander, and then that's what I'll be saving up for. I was actually thinking about maxing my Trajan, but it just didn't end up happening, right? So yeah, YSG 2.0 YSG, but like has tankiness and a bunch of debuffs, and all. I actually don't know the kit, but it looks really good. Oh, max Trajan for me. It's funny because like I'd have a bunch of 1254 people when we're about to fight them, saying that they swarm my Trajan. So maybe I'll swarm my Boudica whatever instead. What bundles urgent to have all those gems? You get to get all those gems. I've just been saving, man. Like I haven't been doing any events. Like I just did Esmeralda to 10. Haven't been doing any wheels, just been doing them to 11. I've just been saving up my gems until I actually don't know what I'm saving up for. Actually, I just did more than gems. So I did VIP, and I guess I did buy 2 Mountain Warfares, which is why I have this many gems. I bought all the pop-ups and did all Mountain Warfare. So I was wondering too. I'm like, wait, yeah, this is weird. I did more than gems to 50k, and I still have gems. It's weird, but yeah, Mountain Warfare really topped me off. That makes sense. Nebu YSG plus Boudica YSG. I mean, the thing is, if Nebu becomes a thing, I don't, man. Do you think it'll be Nebu? Do you think it'll be Nebu? Like, that will be like the commander to have? You don't think it'll be like I don't know, Boudica Artemisia and then Nebu with a new commander, for example, or like People have been saying the new commander plus YSG for the double AoE. I have no clue. I really have no clue, but I mean, all I know is that I'm gonna have 1k sculptures by the time the new commander comes out. So the real question is, am I going to max 2 archers or work on 2 archers so that I could get, like, you know, 2 archer marches or what? I actually don't know. But that's the fun part about saving heads, is like you have so many, like you grant yourself flexibility and like so many places I could go, and it's kind of exciting that way. Like it's cool that my account is at that point where I have 5 marches that are fully maxed, but I still have extra heads. Like I never thought I'd make that point. I'm at that point where my gear is all pretty decent. Like I could upgrade it to legendary stuff, but it's not really too big of a deal. This was the last set that I worked on. Outside of that, like my secondary, I guess my secondary sets could use some work, but it's not like the end of the world, you know what I mean? Like blue shields always value, blue pants and blue shoes are always value, so like I actually don't even know what my next craft is outside of like another horn. YSG plus YSG together seems like a super nuke. New archers need march speed badly. Don't think you want to pair the YSG. Fair. Nebu has AoE and march speed. IDK bro, I'm definitely loving Nebu on the field. He got some nice kills. I've never tried Nebu just because by the time I was going to invest into archer commanders, Boudica came out. But for the longest time, I thought Nebu would be like Nebu YSG was gonna be my pair. Like I got Nebu and MGE, got like X and Y, so like I was planning on maxing my Nebu as well, like eventually, right? But I just, by the time I got into SOE, I mean SOC SOC is just like, yeah, you don't need Nebu anymore. There's Boudica. I'm like, ah, damn. Just max my Cyrus from so many wheels, might as well test him out as well. Hey man, Cyrus is that good chaining march. Nah, but Cyrus, I'm not exactly too sure how Cyrus does in the open field. I just don't see him that often. All I know is that you could chain some barbarians, and that you could actually use your. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh! I just thought of something, and I might do this on stream just for the, you know, for the science. Hey, what's up, Tech? Good morning, man. I'm only crafting accessories right now. You're set up in terms of equipment. Yeah, man. I mean, one day, like, I'd love to be at that point where I could start refining without caring. Like, I think I'm only gonna make 5 legendary sets and call it a day. I don't think I'm the type of person to consistently get a 6 march early enough in the KVK, or have enough troops to run a 6 march by the time I get it. Because by the time I get a 6 march, I literally don't have troops, so I think I'm at that point where I just like refine. After I upgrade all the legendaries, of course, for the secondary sets that I have. Boudica, YSG, Henry, and the new commander. I don't even know what Henry does. All I know is that he's tanky and he has march speed. 6 march at early stages is mad stonks. It's a lot of resources though, and I don't buy resources. You know what I mean? Like, I'm literally running out of resources with 5 marches, so I can't imagine having 6. But I could imagine how like it'll increase the amount of KP you get. The thing that I hate about having multiple marches though is when you target all of them, select all, and hit a march, then they fan out. Bro, that's when I get the worst trades. Like my cavalry fan out to the sides over here because they're the fastest march, and then like my XY literally gets melted, and it's so annoying. But yeah, I can imagine 6 marches are pretty good. You need a 6+ set for city defense. I'll get that leadership set for city defense. Now I'm playing. I mean, I've been rallied a couple times, but I don't think. Hopefully, like hopefully I don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a last priority for me. Like I'm I'm kind of a pleb. I don't think anyone would rally me. You know what I mean? I need a four cap sets for OL. Is OL really that cav heavy? I guess so, right? I think the trick is to use 6 marches during pass 4 opening, but just 6 marches, 5 marches for pass 6 opening. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't have 6 marches for that pass 5 or pass 4. It's tough because, like, I really want to invest into the quality of things. This has just always been my MO. Oh, by the way, I finally did that. So like I literally like researched this tech last, and then I go get my 6 march from this so that I could get like, surprise strike so that I could swarm with as much punch as possible. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. I'll have to think about it for sure. Cause like with all of these new commanders coming, and if I do go for a second cav archer march, then I'll have 6 marches. I'll have 2 imp, 2 cav, and 2 archers. So. How do I get more than 5 marches? I always wondered this. It's in SOC tech. So with crystal tech, you can research dispatchable marches or expand formations, which gives you 1 extra march, and then you could get another one from here. So that's how you get the extra marches. But yeah, you have to get pretty up there in crystal tech. I don't know. I might have to. That whole philosophy might be put onto its head. I just need, you know, hey, if you don't want to donate money, but you have some time, it'd be great if you can make a farm account in 2268, farm for your boy. No, I'm playing. I only play like first 2-3 days of repass opening, so 6-7 matches early stages is the only way to get KP. Ah, you're not a long-termer like me. You gotta understand, BP, that the later you go into the zone, the easier the trades, bro. Like these trades, like you find like I think this is where I found like a double C Belisarius just out in the open field. There's like a farm account and just started like sniping farm accounts. It's funny as hell because yeah, 1671, like they got open field dominance, so they started putting farm accounts into our territory in between cities. So I'd like my city was literally right there, so I'd literally just keep sending out my marches, just bomb rushing their farm accounts. And it got to the point where like our leadership was that we're having a game with it, where we were actually just marking, like, you know how you can mark marches in game now, like we were just marking all the farm account marches, like, hey, kill this, kill that. So past 4 or 5 most people just have okay tech, so you have 6 marches, it's great, but past 6 people have much better tech, so 6 marches just hurt a lot more. I see. Feline, are you the type of person to max Conquer's Well? I know BP does Conquer's Well a couple times. Because like for me, like pop-ups plus Mountain Warfares is just like, I feel like it's good, but it's not the best. You're from 3049, just won your KVK 1v3. Nice. Hey man, congrats. I'm surprised that 3049 has finished their KVK 1. Man, we are old. Holy crap. There's gonna be like kingdoms, like what's the newest kingdom in the game right now? I'm always flabbergasted when I see this. Let's see. Oh my god, we're heading to 32k. No, we're heading to 3200. Wow. Holy crap. How's new kingdoms? Like, are there still people like joining the game and such? Like, is it still a thriving game? That's crazy. 2-3 days of pass opening is for objective only, and I don't have engineering to fight without objective. You only get 2 full Mountain Warfares for KVK. And I'm guessing the pop-ups as well, right? That's interesting. That's like the same as me. Mid-low spender, but if you max the Mountain Warfare, you're definitely a mid to high spender. Like people, we get so jaded in the Rise of Kingdoms community. Like, oh, we spend like 1K. Oh yeah, I'm a mid spender. Hell no, you're a fucking high spender, bro. You're a high spender. So 1K for a KVK? Hell no. Like literally, if you like, hey, I spent 1K in The Sims 4. Like you're literally gonna be like, bro, you bought out like the Sims shop or whatever. There's a new 600 mil KVK 1 whale. Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of new whales. I remember seeing my first pop-up. It was like $20. What the hell? Why would I spend $20 on a free game? Here we are. I'm a low spender, practically free to play, said Justin. Oh my gosh. This guy's trolling us. Hey man, if you're low spender, then I'm like, what's below free to play? I get money from Lilith to play. Oh, new KD filling up every 20 to 30. Yeah, that's still pretty strong. Yeah. We'll spend 0 this KVK. Honestly, you could clickbait that on your streams. Not gonna lie. You know what? That'd be hilarious. Whale, ROK Whale tries being F2P for KVK, the series. Oh my god, I can't even get my. I could imagine day one. I can't even get my crystal mine and my crystal research center to 25. What happened? I remember that happened to me. Like I was playing on alt account, so obviously I'm not gonna spend any money. I'm like, what the hell? I literally spent all my crystals and my crystal research center was at like level 20. Black Panther, I'm a low spender myself. Hey man, this guy drives around in New York and New Jersey, bro. You think you're a low spender? You think you could drive? You choose to drive. That's crazy. Low spenders take the subway like me. I took that what do you call it? Path. I took the path. I was there. Justin's gems are low now. Maybe he's a low spender. Yeah, funny. Is this KVK funnier than SOA? I'm not exactly sure what you mean like funnier, but there are more, like I was talking about this earlier, there's more opportunities to fight than in SOA. Or more reason to, I guess. I'm a low spender, I only got 300k gems left. Okay. Now we got all the quote-unquote low spenders coming into the chat. All the low spenders, quote-unquote. No, but for real though, I don't know any other game like Rise of Kingdoms, or I guess at this point Call of Dragons is becoming that, but Call of Dragons is more FTP friendly than Rise of Kingdoms. And I think the server that I'm in server 32 is the anomaly. But Rise of Kingdoms literally like the player base kind of accepts spending, like really, it's like part of the culture. Which is like crazy. It's like I don't know how they, like, their marketing team did a really good job in doing something like that, because man, like people like Amazon literally can't even get us to spend $5 on shipping. So like spending like $5 a day on like dailies, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. When people around you spend, it seems normal. That's true. That's true. And I think that's why they like, notice how for the rare gifts, you can't collect all. You can't claim all because they want you to see, oh look, Peacemaker bought treasures. So except spendings, have you seen FTPs when FTPs complain? But the thing is, there's FTPs that complain, but there's people that complain about FTPs complaining. Usually it just be a unanimous like, oh man, they're trying to leech money out of us. But then there's people that actually like, you know, like they're like, hey, it's part of the game. If you don't want to play it, then quit. You know what I mean? So like the fact that there's even that base of players to protect the I guess, the spending ways. Like, it is like you don't really see that in any other game that I've played. Imagine having gems. Rock was more FTP friendly at the start too. Just new events to spend more gems, slowly added over time. So you spend gradually more without you really even noticing. Yeah, and I think that's the same direction Call of Dragons is gonna go as well. Like, people are like, oh, you know, there's no crystal tech, or oh, you know, there's infinite helps or whatever. But Rise of Kingdoms had that before as well. Rise of Kingdoms, we've seen, it's kind of like deja vu. I wasn't there, but people are saying it's like kind of deja vu with Call of Dragons. How do I send all my stream viewers to another stream? Please help me help you. Oh my gosh, wait. Yo, what's up, Jordan? How you doing, man? Are you streaming right now? Oh, you are? Okay, here. I'll teach you. So you go to... Give me a second.
How do I send all of my stream viewers to another stream? Please.
By the way,
I
appreciate the sentiment, man. Let's go to... So you go to your YouTube. Here, I'll just show it on stream. Oh my god, wait, how do I do this? Oh, go live. Okay. You go to your YouTube. You go to edits. You go to customization. And then redirect, and then you click search from videos here, and like I could literally redirect my viewers to you from here as well. So hopefully that helps out. But man, Jordan, hopefully you had a good stream, man. When's my past 6 opening? Our KL will be opening this Wednesday at 16 UTC. So I spend too much to the point my form almost has a full legendary set. Yeah. Oh my gosh, your farm account's probably better than some people's mains. That's crazy. It looks to me like all Call of Dragons content removed all the grind, allows it allowing for FTPs to actually compete. Yeah, there's no chaining or anything in Call of Dragons like that. So, hey Jordan, I should be the one thanking you, man. Appreciate the sentiment of it. Like it's crazy.
Perfect, thanks.
Yeah, we had no gear, no crystal tech, no armaments. All you can spend on to start with was commanders and speed ups. Exactly, right? That's kind of the like what I was thinking as well. It's just like, oh yeah, Rise of Kingdoms didn't have this and didn't have that, and now they do. But like the thing is, it's one of those things where like newer players, they don't know the game without it, so then they kind of just accept it as fact. But I think that's why a lot of older players are quitting, because it's just like, hey man, I already enjoyed the game before this and that, so now they added this and that. So and there you go, Jordan C Gaming and their viewers just joined. Say hello. What is going on, Jordan C Gaming viewers? Hello, welcome to the stream. I am Ploto Gaming, a fellow Canadian and Rise of Kingdoms streamer. I am from 2268, currently engulfed in this 4 Imperium Strife, no, not Strife the 8, Siege of Orleans KVK in Season of Conquest. So welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys enjoy your stay here. Jordan, thank you again for the raid. Greatly appreciated. And hopefully you had a great stream, man. Really good content. Be sure to check out Jordan if you don't know who he is. We're literally talking about whales and all that kind of stuff. Jordan is one of those young KVK whales. Definitely an up and coming player in the Rise of Kingdoms community. So be sure to check him out. Let me just pull up his stream real quick. Jordan. Yeah. Literally, like he's a beast. His KVK 1 streams literally like he was like 1v11 sometimes. So there you go. Oh, part of Canada. I'm from the GTA, so the Greater Toronto Area. Most people say Toronto, but if you're Canadian, I'll say GTA. I'm gonna save my gold. I'm gonna spend my gold heads. I'm gonna spend my gold heads on one of the archers. I'm gonna do the open field one, and then after that, I am going to be working on I don't know. I'll be saving for that new cav commander. Because I have like 900 heads so far. I should have enough to max one commander, and then save enough to max another commander when the next commanders come out, which is good. When you hit VIP 14, you kind of get into that range, and you play a bunch of Champions of Olympia, not Champions of Olympia, I guess Champions of Olympia, but Archivo Cyrus's. You get to that point where your gold heads, like, they kind of catch up with the commander releases. Like, I've been able to max one commander every single commander release outside of like Matilda and Bybars or whatever. So like ever since Nevsky, I've maxed Nevsky, I've maxed Scipio, Boudica, and Sargon, and then now I'll be able to max one of these new commanders. So that's kind of like the way that I've been kind of saving my gold heads and investing in them, just investing in the newest thing. Wish you could turn epic heads into gold heads with max all the legendaries. LMAO. Yeah, that'd be kind of broken. I mean, I guess that's one of the cool things. Like, we're literally just talking about Call of Dragons as well. Like, they have like this whole recycle shop, and then you could recycle them into gold keys or whatever. But at least you could use your access. What do you call them? Your access. Like purple heads, because I have way too many of them. Like, I have a lot of them, so. So many Canadians. 3-to-1 ratio on epic heads to gold head would be cool. I think if they implemented that in the beginning of the game, like, that'd be more so something. But then now that there's so many old accounts, there's no benefit for them to add it now, if that makes sense. It's just like, oh, that's going to be even less reason for people to spend gems on wheels and all that kind of stuff. They just have to unlock the commander, and then they could just instantly max it with purple heads. I don't think like Lilith would ever make that change, because it'd just be too much of a income loss for them. Might be one for field, one for garrison. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. What's needed for arc, speed ups, etc.? You mean Arc of Osiris? I'm not exactly too sure what you mean for that. Why does everyone pronounce Orleans like New Orleans? Orleans? Is that what you want to say? How do I say Orleans in French? Let me see. Orleans pronunciation. How do I say Orleans?
Orleans. Orleans.
Orleans? Nah, that's Cav. All the comments are like, that's not how you say it.
Bonjour, this is Julian the Frenchman who makes sponsorship videos in the city of France. No, it's not a bit similar, but quite different in
What the hell? Tell me how to say it. That's all I want to know. How to pronounce. Is it this? I don't know, man. You guys all have to give it to me phonetically. Hey, at least I'm better than Redline, right? He calls it New Orleans KVK. 5k epics, that'd be awesome. 50-to-1 ratio, just any kind of compensation, I guess. And I guess that's what they kind of do at the beginning of KVK in that Ruin Crusader thing, but it's not really the same ratio, you know what I mean? I hope the new Cav open field commander is strong like Nevsky. The thing about Cav have so many strong commanders. Who'd they bench? Like XY, I guess? Because right now I have Nevsky, Joan, XY with William. I guess you'd bench XY in that situation. Yo, what's up, Josh? 14k purple heads? Nah. Is our KVK pretty much done? It's far from it, actually. We didn't have Orleans yet. Or Orleans. Or whatever. We lost this zone because there's a 1v2 Imperium. Practically 1671 came through when we were stalemating against 2755, and they proved the two of them were too much to handle for us. So we have one zone here, they have one zone there, and Orleans or Kingsland will open this Wednesday at 16 UTC. So hopefully you folks will be there, because that's gonna be super hype. I'm gonna be maxing Mountain Warfare for that. So I live in British Columbia. British Columbia is such a beautiful, like, I mean, Vancouver specifically. Like the views of Vancouver is just nothing compared to what you can see in Toronto in terms of like nature. Like the fact that you see like the Rocky Mountains like in the background of everything, and then yeah, it's crazy. As much as I hate it, we'll probably bench Chanra for a new Cav Commander open field. Yeah, probably, right? I'm excited to enter this KVK 2490 in day one lol. I'm excited to stream an SOC KVK. Yeah, man. It should be a fun KVK. Like this is probably one of the best new game modes that they came up with like for a while. It's probably my favorite outside of like the two, like outside of SO8. Strife of the 8 has been my favorite for a while. We've played 2 Strifes, played 1 HA, and now this is I played 4 SOC KVKs overall, 1 HA, which is the first KVK, 2 Strife of the 8s, and then this is the first Orleans, obviously, because this is literally the first pop of Orleans. So, and yeah, it's been really fun. Like, the dynamics of the map really sustains an even playing field in terms of camps. And it creates a situation where, and at least for our Diplo situation, I could show the map real quick in case you guys are unfamiliar with, I guess, the happenings. So we are allied with 1429 and 1208 and 1233. And as you can see, in 1208 and 1233, the only zone 6 that they could access is actually this Ile-de-France. Or Ile-de-France? I don't know. I'm not French, so I'm Canadian. I am like, even if I knew French, I'd be fake French. So yeah, this is the only zone that they could enter. Meaning that since we lost this, they actually cannot go into Orleans. Same thing with 1651 and 2292. Since they lost this zone, they can't go into Orleans. So that's a 2v2 situation. But because it was like a do or die for these kingdoms, like us and 2755, 1671, we fought tooth and nail for this zone just so that, you know, our allies could have a taste of Orleans. And we lost that specifically because during our downtime, they would drop forts. Like the first day we were able to repel their forts. Second day though, they put it in the middle of our AC allies and the king was sleeping. So they couldn't delete territory, and meaning we couldn't flag over. So they didn't patch up their territory properly. There's a hole, and then they dropped the fort. Our AC allies didn't have enough people online to pop the fort themselves, and they couldn't delete territory because their R5 was sleeping, meaning that they got a fort drop behind our fort wall, rendering the zone over, because the whole point of the zone was to protect this level 6 pass, and since they had territory behind our fort line, we couldn't, you know, defend that pass and defend this fort line and defend this pass at the same time. So, but yeah, this KVK is far from over. There is going to be the finale on Wednesday, which should be super hype. I think it's gonna be a couple days long, so we'll definitely be streaming Wednesday, Thursday. Unfortunately, I have a wedding to go to on Friday, so I'm hoping for a long fight, but I'm hoping for it to end on Friday because I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss anything. You know when we will have museum for Alex? I have no clue. I actually have no clue, but hopefully sometime soon. I know Alex. I would still use Alex on my murder ball right now, but I'm actually using him as an auxiliary commander. So if you use a commander's auxiliary skill, you actually can't put him out in the open field. So that's why I'm using Flavius currently. Yeah, what's up, Andre? Can still play during the wedding. It's actually pretty crazy because for work I even have a conference over the weekend. So oh man, it's just bad timing, but it is what it is. For work I have a conference over the weekend, and we actually have pass opening in Call of Dragons on Sunday, which is when I'm at the conference. So as soon as I get home, I'm gonna be streaming Call of Dragons on Sunday. In-game messages. You fun meta for rally. Alex is Julius Caesar. Oh my gosh. And then I'm guessing. Let me guess. You got the relic too. The double relic, all damage, march speed. Damn. Hey man, I believe. I believe in the Julius Caesar meta, man. That's a lot of all damage. Have someone pilot? I don't give my account to anybody like that. I don't know. Like for me, it's just all about the like if you're a super whale, I'd get it. You know, you definitely want, you know, someone to play your account at all times. But for me as an open field player, like me being offline doesn't really impact my my kingdom too much. Plus, I like the fact that I got all these stats. I got all of this myself. You know what I mean? Like, it's satisfying for me. So, why they said my coalition already won KVK, but it's just 3 days from opening past 5. I'm in KVK 2. I don't know. Some people might just be like, oh, you know, you guys are stacked, so then they don't want to fight. Like, same thing happened to Lambo's KVK, where they had a lot of allies, so they just, like, their allies were really good, so they just didn't want to fight. Like, the opponents didn't want to fight Lambo. Might be a similar situation. I don't know. Takeda Caesar double relic. Damn. It's pretty crazy because, like, I've been kind of MIA for this relic meta. I haven't really been testing any of the relics. I haven't really invested into any of the commanders. I don't have Julius Caesar maxed, so my account's still young like that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see all these new pairs and all these new commanders be revitalized because of their relic. Honestly, if there is some semblance of fighting anywhere, I'd probably hop in just for fun. My hostel is empty for the first time ever, so that's fun. I feel like it's been full forever. We had a mail about KL. I mean, I don't see a mail. But yeah, Blood, good job, man. If that was you, good job. I don't know if it was you, though. But if it was, good job. Yeah, more reports. Holy crap. I mean, the flag died, but it was a positive report. God damn. Look at that. Literally 2.6 mil kill points off this. Holy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think we're gonna be 1 for 2 trade. Was your flag even full? Yeah, it was. Damn, this is full. It's just like swarming a full flag. What the hell? I mean, hey man, you're definitely getting the good trades. Hey, yo, only farmer or Feline, appreciate it, you for coming through. I'm broke AF. I want to change my main from infantry to cavalry. In your opinion, I could just afford 1 march right now. Nev Joan is probably the cab march I'd go for. Like, that march is just so good. Last KVK got me the most KP. This KVK, I'm not too sure, but I would guess it got me the same amount of... It's like up there as well. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So it was just you as all alone. Yeah, man, that's super positive. If you had Heraclius, yo, that would be... I could just imagine, because Heraclius has more anti-swarm than what you call it, YSS for sure. Snowhouse KVK. We lost the zone. But yeah, we're just gearing up for Orleans. Actually, you know what? I completely forgot to show you guys. I want to show you guys the actual website rankings, just so that we could kind of get a picture of what's been going on. This is the website ranking. So someone just graciously made a website that is available to the public to see. I don't know who made it, but shout out to whoever made it. This is the rankings for our KVK in terms of KP, and we have a dead ranking too. So we got peace. We got 1429, 1429. So like, you could see all of these players up here are like, damn, they got bare KP. I'm down here at 24th place, so I'm not. I'm there, but like I'm not up with the big whales. You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess I have the lowest starting power compared to... Oh, never mind this guy. This 2755 guy. Damn. But yeah. So you could kind of see like 2755 have a lot of people up there that got their kill points, but check out the deads. The deads are kind of wild. It's very 2755, 2268, 1671 favored, because we've been rallying each other this whole KVK practically. Jutes loves wine at 21.3 mil deads. Peacemakers at 18.7. Like, these people have been killing off their troops like it's nothing. I mean, you can see their starting powers, right? So Jutes loves wine is at 476 mil. Let's see what they are at now. They lost 200 mil power. Same thing with the Traveling Cat, right? Like, these guys have been burning troops like that, and I mean, these are the whales that could burn troops like that. Like, they have so many troops, so it won't matter for KL, but we'll have to see if you know, their other players could keep up, because they have a lot of players that are up here in the kill dead rankings. But then if you see like 2268, we don't have that many people because we've been filling with farm accounts most of the time. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. We could specifically check out the 2268 rankings. It's a pretty cool website. I'm somewhere here. I'm at like 1.9, 1.8. There am I. 177th overall. So I'm not up there, but you know, I'm there at least. So, and then KP rankings, I am, what am I? I'm 4th in my KD. So, but yeah, that is the rankings on this website. It's pretty interesting. And then I have, this is kind of outdated, but I just thought I would show it anyways. This was as of, let me see. This was as of like 4 or 5 days ago, like maybe 3-4 days ago. I don't know why the picture's so small, but yeah. So it shows that yeah, 1429 definitely got a lot of KP. Holy crap. But yeah, we 2755 gained more deads than us, which is, you know, good. I guess that means we traded more positive in our rallies and garrisons compared to them. We also gained more KP, which I'm kind of surprised about because of the amount of open field that they had throughout the KVK. But yeah, I don't know how accurate those numbers are. Those are just numbers that have been given to me, and I just thought I would share it with you guys in case you were interested with, I guess, the happenings and the trends of this KVK. And we've always been that KD that's, it's not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon or whatever. I don't know. It's not a marathon. It's I don't know. I forgot the saying, but there you go. Could you get a link to that? Sure. Let me. If you get a virus, don't blame me. But there you go. Hey, bro. Guess what? You're surrounded. Now we're literally getting spit roasted by 2 Imperiums. That was kind of wild. Where's my farm at comparison for deads? They only scanned top power and my farms weren't in the scan, so but I went around and all my accounts combined, including my main and my farms, I think was at 7 mil deads. So you think odds for KL are 50-50 or better or worse? Can't decide if 1610 will pull back because 1651 blinds defense or lost his zone. I would say we're at a really good spot. Because I really don't know what happened to 1671 in the other zone. To be honest, I thought that they would be neck and neck in this zone for a while, but it looked like 1429 was able to, you know, do their thing. And the thing about 1671 that I've noticed is they are really strong during their uptime, but they have a really big downtime. And during KL, like, I'm not too sure if it's at a really bad time for Asian time, so I'm not too sure how strong their opening will be. I think the opening push for 1671 will definitely dictate a lot of how KL will go. So that's definitely something I'll say. But I'm pretty confident in our group. I'm pretty confident in our team that we'll be able to pull something out of this and pull out the win, because I feel like overall we've been trending in a good direction. Even in that 1v2 scenario, we were able to trade positively against their rallies. And one thing about us in 2268, if we have an objective and we want to hold something, like, we're definitely like gonna make it as hard as possible for you guys. And if you burn it, they're at least gonna try to make the trades as even or at our side as possible. So like, I think our rallies and I think our garrisons are pretty stacked. So yeah, I mean, they didn't really even try to fort block. That's the thing. Their side really didn't even try to fort block. And the thing is, they saw that this fort drop was there, but there's no resistance at all. And I'm under the assumption that if they really wanted to, like, if 1671 really wanted this fort not to happen, then they would have put open field around here. They would have had their allies, you know, rally or whatever. But it was literally uncontested. I had people from 1429 come into my chat being like, man, we're so bored over here. We're so envious you have a fight on that side. Because there's literally no fight during the fort drop, which is really surprising. So we'll have to see if that'll be like the trend, you know what I mean? They have Golden Week in Japan. I don't know what Golden Week is, but I'm guessing that's a holiday. If they don't have downtime, I don't think it will matter too much. We'll see though. I think between 2755 and us, we have an advantage in the garrison and rally, but they have an advantage in the open field. We'll just have to see what happens then. I believe in 1429 they did really well during their open field brawls on this end, so we'll have to see. I mean, it'll all come down to the KL for sure. And that's the exciting part. I really don't know who's gonna win anymore. Hey, what's up, ASD? How you doing, man? ASD is my Call of Dragons partner over here. Because there's a thing called merit trading, and then you gotta find a buddy, or like we do forts together and all that kind of stuff. Because I literally don't know anyone else in the alliance. And I recognize ASD from chat, so what's up, man? You'll open field better. I threaten TP. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? Like, I've kind of cracked the murder ball code, I think, this KVK, and it's just like, you know, just fuck it, like, just go in. Like, you can't really care about the trades, or else you're gonna, like, the movement of the murder ball and I guess the positioning of it matters more for your kingdom than your individual trades, if that makes sense. So like, instead of, I mean, I guess I don't want to say too much, but like, it's just all about going all in. Just go streamed your KVK 3 and got, oh, I saw that. Wait, that was your KVK 3? Well, what camp were you in? Were you in that yellow camp that got like that got locked in like the first 15 minutes, or what? Nice try, man. Good attempt. Ah, you guys are the skillful KD, the one that's saving it for next KVK. Ah, shit, that's tough, man. The thing about new KDs is making mistakes like that kind of like shakes the core of shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's hard to recover. Like those kinds of mistakes, like if it's an older KD, like it makes sense or whatever, like they have a pedigree. But if it's a newer KD, people will just like remember that, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I didn't watch the stream too much, but hopefully, you know, it was still a fun Kingsland. I just remember that yellow camp getting locked in so fast. That's all I remember. Let me see. Nope. Alrighty, well, I don't really have much else to say for this stream. I just wanted to chill, answer some questions, say hello. I'm definitely gonna have another stream tomorrow at around resets because I want to stream until 4:30 UTC. Because that is when Mountain Warfare pops, and Mountain Warfare pops. What the heck? Mountain Warfare pops, and I definitely want to purchase that and do my tech on stream so that we could, you know, flex. I don't know, just so you guys could see what I did with my tech. So yeah, with that, I will call it a stream. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate everyone that came through. Let me add Jordan's $33 because he literally donated $33 to the Mountain Warfare Fund. Fuck. I don't know math. Let me calculate. 130. So we're almost there. 130 out of 185. It should be, yeah, we should be at a good spot by tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for coming through. Hopefully I'll see you around tomorrow at 0 UTC. We're going to be doing more Bastion quests, I guess. We're going to be doing my crystal tech, but more importantly, we're going to be talking about auxiliary skills with our war lead. So if you want to spy, or if you're in Orleans KVK and you just want to know, be there, and I will catch you guys there. Peace.